I'm going to teach you guys how to make a top ramen omelet. So a friend posted a status about it and said and a lot of people thought it was gross. I kind of want to show you that it's not really all that gross. It's kind of actually really tasty. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some eggs, butter, salt and pepper, some spinach. You can use really whatever you want to put in it. I'm going to put some spinach, some Parmesan cheese, and some salsa. And you also need a packet of top ramen. Now, I got shrimp top ramen here because that happens to be the flavor that I have the most of. And you really don't need the seasoning packet. You're not going to use it, so it doesn't matter what flavor it is. So, and you also need some water for the top ramen, a pan for cooking, and a colander strainer to drain the noodles with. So you're just going to put some eggs in here, mix them up till they're nice and beat, and all mixed together. A little salt, a little pepper. Water's starting to get to boil. Mix that all in. And over here I'm getting the pan nice and warm. I'm going to stick some butter in there. And I'm going to saute the spinach and the salsa together. Looks like I'm going to put the noodles in real quick. So once the water's boiling, just go ahead and throw the noodles in there. You don't need a seasoning packet. You can save that for something special or throw it away. Just put that in there. Toss the rest. Give it a good little stir. Flip it over. Turn it down to medium low or so. We'll probably only want to cook this about 2 minutes or so because it will cook more in the pan with the eggs. Alright, over here I got the salsa sauteing with the spinach. Just kind of getting it warmed up and cooked a little bit more. There's also some butter in there. So once the timer for the noodles comes off, just go ahead and take it over here. Pour it in your colander. Let it drain for a little bit. Now I'm using spinach and salsa, but you can use pretty much anything else that you'd like to put in a normal kind of omelet kind of thing. I think this actually comes out to be more of like a frittata, but I'm not quite sure the whole definitions of stuff like that. But I'm going with spinach and salsa because that's what I have on hand, with some cheese, but that'll come later. Some bacon would be good in this, some cheddar cheese, just really anything to kind of give flavor to the eggs. Okay, looks like these are about done. So then what I'm going to do is take this. Go ahead and throw that in there. So then just kind of mix it all together. And it's not mixing all that well, but okay. So then I'm going to turn this down a little bit and throw the eggs in. So then here you'll just mix kind of it even more together. Kind of get eggs on all the noodles and get everything kind of all mixed together. looks okay. And then just go ahead and cover that. Probably about a minute 30. Okay. So then, this is the fun part. Kind of make sure that get all the edges kind of scraped down. Make sure it's nice and loose on the bottom. And then flip it. I needed both hands to do that. And then I'm just going to put some of this cheese on top. Spread it around. And then I'll probably cover it for another minute or so. Alright, and after a minute or so, cheese, usually a little bit more melted, but that'll be fine. You just kind of take it, slide it on your plate. There you go. And that is a omelet. A top ramen omelet. Yep. It's delicious. It's bachelor food.